Hey everybody, I hope y'all are all doing great. I promise that I practiced this and I know how to remove it now. What? Look at me all Facebook technological. How about that? How's everybody doing today? How's the weather where you are? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful today. I want every day to be like this. I think it was probably about 70 degrees, sunshine, light breeze. Oh my goodness, it was gorgeous. So we went to Home Depot. We made the most of our day. We went to the Home Depot and got a bunch of plants and organic dirt with fertilizer and cow manure fertilizer and all kinds of organic stuff to plant a little vegetable garden. It's the first time that we're going to embark on like an actual like garden. We've had container vegetables before. Last year we did zucchini. That didn't turn out too good. And we did cucumbers, which were amazing. And we always do lots of herbs and cherry tomatoes. So this year we said, let's spread out and see how it goes. So we got some boards. My father-in-law gave us some boards to use, and my husband is clearing out a little area. We're gonna do about 6 feet by about 3 or 4 feet, and a raised bed because we don't really have great soil out here. It's basically a couple inches of topsoil and then that red clay. So he just kind of took all the top layer of grass off, and now we're going to fill it with all that good organic dirt, compost. Hey, Sherry. All that good stuff to grow our plants. So we bought zucchinis, eggplants, Creole tomatoes, you know, the big ones, and the tiny little Sweet 100 cherry-sized tomatoes. And we bought a bunch of regular basil, some Thai basil, which Debbie, one of my downline friends, Debbie Kessler, she had given me some Thai basil, but it never really rooted well. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I had just enough of it to know that I love it. So we found some Thai basil, and we got, I did dill and cilantro a few weeks ago, and they're doing great. And I also want to get some tarragon, but I didn't see any today. We have tons of green onions. Of course, y'all know with green onions, right? You just chop off the little white part on the bottom that still has the roots. If you just leave like an inch of it, chop that off, stick it in some dirt, and it will grow. It's crazy. Like all last summer, last spring I bought maybe 3 or 4 bunches of green onions, over a period of time, obviously, and put them all in the dirt in actually I bought a big silver horse trough, and that's what I planted them in. And they grow up green, and you just cut the green, and they just keep growing more and more and more green. I mean, how amazing is that? You're getting food from something you were going to throw in the garbage. So y'all don't throw your green onion bottoms away. Just go plant them. I mean, it doesn't even have to be in anything fancy. You could actually stick them in water, and they'll grow, but they'll grow better if you put them in some dirt. So anyway, that's what we've been doing today. So I'm kind of looking like a hot mess express here, but that's all right. I'm here. So I wanted to talk to you guys right quick before I get to this super amazing sleep oil that I'm going to talk about. Hey, Patrick. I want to talk with y'all about this. Let's see. This is my and Tammy's new party rewards program. So y'all know that Young Living isn't like a lot of other sales companies like Tupperware or whatever. So we do teach classes, but there's really no like rewards for the hostess. And we thought, well, that doesn't seem right. So Tammy and I put our collective heads together for ideas of what we thought would be a good rewards program for a hostess. And she made the graphic, y'all. This woman, she's amazing. Can you believe that? Like, she made that herself. Like, I'm in awe of her. So anyway, it's basically going to be some a little shopping spree cash, which will be in the form of an account credit for the hostess, And we've got some packages for people who buy kits or enroll in ER and stuff like that. Hey, Tina. So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but basically what we're doing is I'm going to be mailing these out to everybody in our local area. Obviously, I'm limited to how far I can travel right now, limited by my budget only, not my desire. One of these days, I will be making enough Young Living commission that I'll be able to come see all of y'all all over the country, but that day is not today. So I'm going to mail these out to all of my local people, and you guys be thinking about it when you'd like to have your parties so that you can get your hostess rewards, because I promise you're going to want them. Secondly, this is just a piece of information. How many of you guys have one of these, the 2018 product guide? Or really a product guide at all. You see my name's on there so nobody can accidentally not realize it's mine. These cost about $3 in your VO. If you've ordered a starter kit, you got a product guide with it. Keep that. Don't throw those away. Y'all, this stuff there's products I didn't even know we had. I've been with Young Living 4 years. Did y'all know we have pans? And there are so many supplements that I didn't even know we had. So if you don't have one of these, get one of these. You just order them in your VO and look through it. Hold on to it, because you're going to be amazed at the stuff we have. I was. So, all right, down to the nitty gritty today. What am I talking about? What is this amazing sleep oil? Well, again, back to Tammy, she had told me that she read on a post that Cistus was great to help calm the mind and sort of shut all those thoughts off. So she tried it for sleep and said that her sleep had been amazing since she was diffusing that. So I'm going to show y'all. This is the bottle, Cistus. It smells it's not horrible, but it's not one of my favorite smells. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I smell it, it makes me think about a good night's sleep. Y'all, I slept, I think last night or the night before, 10 hours, in a row. Did not wake up one time because I was diffusing this. It was the first night I diffused it. I could not believe that. 10 hours in a row of sleep, that's a lot of sleep. When I woke up, I was felt like a zombie. So it smells kind of earthy, grassy maybe, and it is kind of a potent smell. Like I said, it's not my favorite. It's not horrible. It's not one time I diffused celery seed. That was a big mistake. Don't do that. It's not like that. So what I did was I put it with this bad boy, which is great for sleep. Sorry, y'all, I'm not drunk. I just have the camera reversed so that y'all can read the words. I love how Valor smells. And then I added a couple drops of lemon too. Because lemon smells amazing. So I did probably maybe 3 drops of Valor, maybe 2 drops of Cistus, and maybe 3 drops of lemon. It was amazing. I even asked my husband the next day, did you notice did you sleep better? And he was like, I really did. And for him, that's something, because he does not sleep well at all. So let's talk about some things in Cistus. So Cistus is part of the Ancient Oils of Scripture kit. The first oil is Cistus. That's the one I'm talking about. It's going off the screen. Oh, look, there we go. Now you can see it. The first oil is Cistus. It is part of the Ancient Oils of Scripture kit, set, whatever you want to call it. It is mentioned in the Bible. Specifically, the other name for Cistus is Rose of Sharon. And I didn't know that, but I actually have 2 Rose of Sharon bushes, trees. I don't know, it's taller than a bush, but not quite a tree. Their flowers are beautiful. The one I have is white, but I think they come in other colors. So it is mentioned in Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. He says, I am the Rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. So definitely talking about Rose of Sharon and Cistus in the Bible, which is awesome. I It's very high in monoterpenes. So if you guys haven't yet done this, go Google monoterpenes because they're super important. It's an element of our essential oils. I mean, of lots of things, but it's just monoterpenes are very important. Cistus or Rose of Sharon was one of the first aromatic substances used. So this has been used aromatically for millennia, I'm guessing. I mean, if we're talking about one of the first aromatic substances ever used. Cistus and monoterpenes specifically stimulate the pineal gland. They have oxygenating properties. And when your brain is oxygenated, hey Angie, I'm glad you're here. When your brain is oxygenated and your body, all your cells are oxygenated, what that does is it creates an environment that is unfriendly to all the bad things. You know, all the things that I can't say here. So basically, oxygenating your cells in your body equals life and it equals wellness. And that's what you want, and that's what monoterpenes do. And Cistus is high in monoterpenes. It's about 54% monoterpenes. It's also very strong immune system support. In fact, it's in the blend Immu Power. I wanted to say we have a few that start with Immu, so I want to make sure I'm saying the right one. Is very strong immune system support. It's in Immu Power. It aids in normal cell regeneration. So think about that. Where in your body, when would you need cells to regenerate? So this is such a good thing. In fact, this is another one that I'm going to be adding to my my face serum, because part of what happens as we age is our skin loses its elasticity, loses its ability to hold on to moisture and oxygen, and it actually starts it starts dying. And so it makes our skin look old. Well, I don't really want that if I can avoid it. I don't want to look old. I want to be old. So I am definitely adding Cistus to my face serum, and strictly for that reason. Monoterpenes have been studied at length for their effects on the regeneration of cells. So again, that's important. Think about why it's important. Look it up. It's amazing. Here's why it's so great for sleep though. All that other stuff is awesome, and it's definitely made me going to be using my Cistus in more ways than just in my diffuser at night. But here is why it helps. The components in the essential oil Cistus actually stimulate your body's natural release of your own melatonin. So we've all heard, hey Tammy, we've all heard how melatonin is great for helping you sleep. However, you should not take a melatonin supplement every single night, because if you do, your body basically becomes dependent upon it and will stop making its own melatonin. And then you won't be able to fall asleep on your own. You will have to keep doing that. So here's an essential oil that actually stimulates your own brain's production of melatonin. So it's not putting you to sleep. This essential oil is not putting you to sleep. What it's doing is it is helping your own body fall asleep naturally. And that's what you want. It's helping shut those thoughts down and get you to a place where you can get deep, good rest. I haven't had any experience having any bad or weird dreams, stressful dreams. Sometimes certain oils, or if you're in a super deep sleep, can make you have kind of weird dreams. I haven't experienced that at all with the Cistus. Neither has my husband. We've been doing this for several days now. So this oil is really amazing. And I really encourage you guys to get it. Again, you can get it in the kit, or you can get it, I'm trying to get where there's no glare. Or you can get it just as this single oil, Cistus. It's amazing. Like I said, it doesn't smell the best. In my opinion, I'm not in love with it, but it's easily covered up with other things. So that is my oil. That's my Teaching Tuesday for today. Y'all don't forget about your party rewards. Be looking for that in the mail. I'm going to be sending that to everyone, locally in my team. and Tammy's team. So I'm looking forward to getting you guys with some parties, not just because of having a Young Living party just for the rewards, but also to help educate. So we can't use the oils if we don't know how to use them. So parties, also known as classes, literally the best way to learn about oils. And also, if you guys are wondering where I get all this information, I get it from my reference guide. This is my favorite one. There is an app that looks just like that. I can't recommend this book enough. Like, I love this book. I do have several others. I do have this one, which this is from Life Science. The other one is I got from Amazon. This is from Life Science. It's pretty awesome too, but for some reason, maybe it's just because the white one was my first go-to, that's my favorite. But there's a bunch of them out there. So you guys make sure you have a reference book. Make sure you have the reference app. And that way you'll know how to use your oils, because they can't help you if you're leaving them on their shelf, right? So, all right, folks, I'm going to let y'all get back to your evening. Thank you for joining me, and go get you some Cistus so you can get a good night's rest.